ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Om Sai Ram, sisters and brothers. I am giving you one video on the topic Know Thyself, then you will know everything. This message was given to the students in Prashanti Nilayam on New Year Day, 1st January 2009. And here is the message given by Satya Sai Baba to the students in Prashanti Nilayam. Om Sai Ram. The sun appears serene and peaceful. The days have become shorter and the cool wind is blowing. The fields are ripe with golden crops. Marigold flowers are blossoming like garlands of pearls on the banks of rivers. Marigold flowers are blossoming like garlands of pearls on the banks of rivers. The farmers are rejoicing and singing. The sweet festival of Sankranthi has come in the Pusya month, filling the granaries in our homes with the freshly harvested grain. So this is the translation of a Telugu song, Embodiments of Love. This is the Sankranthi festival time. Sankranthi is a great festival. It is a day on which the farmers bring home the harvested crops consisting of all varieties of food, grains, and pulses needed for the household. The farmers, having finished a hectic schedule of harvesting the crops and becoming free from agricultural operations, enjoy good food and rest in their homes. They spend a leisure time happily with their family and friends, indulging in fun and frolic. They invite the newly married sons-in-law to their houses and present them with new clothes. The entire house abounds with joy. In this context, there is a folk song in Telugu depicting the festival atmosphere in the village. As Sankranti is the festival of festivals, oh, newly married bridegroom, visit your in-laws' house, come spend your time in fun and frolic with your brother-in-laws and sister-in-law. The entire household and the neighborhood will honor you with love and affection. In the earlier days, the means of transportation were not much developed. The son-in-law used to visit their in-laws' houses by walk or on bullock carts. Hence, the entire village used to shower a lot of affection on them and respect them by attending to their needs. They used to be fed with a variety of tasty dishes. The Sankranti festival is also an occasion when the bullocks are decorated elaborately and taken to various houses in the village. The bullocks are worshipped and fed sumptuously as an expression of gratitude for all the hard work they have done in the fields. Even the bowing members of the household are feted. A symbolic marriage is performed between a pair of bull and cow, naming them Rama and Sita. They are taken along the streets and made to dance to the delight of everyone. The cow named Sita is asked Rama is black, do you like him? Sita would swing her head in disagreement. Then she is consoled. Please do not say no. Rama is great. He is handsome and respectable. Then Sita would nod her head in agreement. An elder brother watching this beautiful show invites his younger brother to witness this symbolic marriage and offer gifts to the couple thus. Oh, my dear brother, here comes the Gangri Dasu. Come, let us go and see him. He wears a silver medallion and a waist bell. He carries a decorated staff and wears special marks on his forehead. He brings with him the richly caparisoned sacred cow and bull and perform their marriage. Let us see the marriage ceremony and offer our gifts. Thus, the Sankranthi festival is celebrated in the village with a lot of religious fervor and fun. Festivals like Sankranthi and Shivratri are meant to contemplate upon and realize one's innate divinity. People say, Ida na dehamo, this is my body, very casually, but people well versed in Sanskrit language would interpret the expression na dehamo, my body, in a different way. They explain that na means not based upon the literal meaning and conclude that na dehama, I am not the body. Similarly, the Telugu expression na manasu, my mind can be interpreted as I am not the mind. The same is the case with buddhi, intellect. The sum and substance of all these expressions is I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the buddhi, etc. In the same logic, one has to maintain a state of perfect equanimity, unaffected by pain and pleasure at all times, affirming these sorrows and difficulties as well as happiness and pleasure are not mine, I am beyond these dualities. It is my body means I am different from the body. When you consider yourself as separate from your body, why should you feel the pain of it? The situation, however, is that you are unable to bear the pain caused to the body, hence you remain at the level of a human being only. You are unable to come out of the delusion of body attachment. As long as you are attached to the body, these sorrows and difficulties as well as pain will haunt you. These are all your own making. Suppose you get angry. From where did this anger come? It has come from you only. Similarly, jealousy is a quality that manifested from your mind. Thus, each one of these bad qualities are the result of your own thoughts. Hence, if only you are able to control your thoughts properly, you will be able to achieve anything in life. The mind, intellect, and chitta, subconscious mind, are the reflections of Atma. The mind has no stability. It is the repository of thoughts and desire. It is said, Manayava Mahushayam Karnam Bandha Moksyaha. The mind is the root cause of either bondage or liberation. Hence, one has to keep the mind under proper control by putting some ceiling on desire. Both the body and mind undergo change constantly. However, there is one entity inside that is changeless, that is Atma. It has no form but it has a name. Atma, self, and Atma both mean the same. Atma is also called Aham. One should not confuse oneself in this context that this Aham is Ahamkara, ego, which is identified with the body. God has no end form and he is always referred to as a Brahma. If God were to reveal his true nature, he would say, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahma. The same Brahma Tattva, Brahma principle, permeates all beings as Atma Tattva, Atam principle. We say so and so is my wife, so and so is my son, so and so is my daughter-in-law, etc. These are all illusory and bodily relationships. They are acquired by us and are not God-given. Similarly, God does not grant you either pleasure or pain. All are your own making only. They are due to your body attachment. As long as you are attached to the physical body, you will experience pain only. Once this physical body is consigned to flames, nothing comes along with you. At- Atma, Atma, self, I. These are the different names given to the same Atmic principle. The identification with the body is done by the individual, thereby resulting in ahamkara ego. That is why Jesus advised to cross the little I ego so that one may become God oneself. Your own self, Atma, directs all your activities from within. This self has no birth and death, just as Brahma has no birth and death. It is eternal, true, and changeless. We have to attach ourselves to such an everlasting principle, not to the constantly changing and ephemeral objects. Suppose you marry a girl, you call her your wife. Prior to the marriage, who was she? Who were you? There was absolutely no relationship between you. Only by your marriage did you become husband and wife and acquired marital relationship. The relationship is acquired by you. God has nothing to do with these worldly relationships, yet He is the eternal witness to all that goes on this world. Dhyana, meditation, japa, constant repetition of God's name or yoga are of no help in realizing the Atam Tattva. Neither are the nine forms of devotion like Sarvanam, listening, Kirtanam, singing, contemplating on Vishnu, serving his lotus feet, salutation, worship, servitude, friendship, and self surrender of any help. They are different forms of sadhana which we ourselves have taken up. They are not God given. How many ascetics in this world do severe penance? How many people constantly do japa? Even when they are sleeping, the japmala rotates in their hand. Do all these spiritual exercise confer moksha liberation on oneself? Never. One has therefore to constantly contemplate on the Atam Tattva. If one, if someone asks who you are, you should be able to reply, I am God, with all the faith and confidence at your command. The Atam Saurupa in all the human beings is one and the same. It is eternal and changeless. I have told you several times about the story of Alexander the Great. Though he conquered large parts of the world, he could not take with him even an iota of property that he accumulated. He had to leave this world with empty hands. In order to demonstrate this truth to the world, he instructed his ministers to take his dead body in a procession through the streets of his capital, keeping both his hands in a raised position pointing the sky. When the ministers were curious to know the reason for this strange request from the emperor, Alexander replied, I have conquered several countries and accumulated great wealth. There is a vast army under my control, yet none is accompanying me at the time of my leaving this mortal body. I am going with empty hands. This truth has to be demonstrated to all people. We may acquire a lot of wealth and deposit in the banks or lend it to others for interest, yet we cannot take even a handful of earth along with us at the time of leaving our body. Nothing of this world comes along with us. We are unnecessarily struggling and planning several schemes, constantly thinking about them day and night. In spite of all our struggles, what has to go out of our hands will go. The body is like a water bubble. The mind is like a mad monkey. If you follow this mad monkey, you will get into trouble. On the other hand, if you believe in the body, you do not know when this body, which is like a water bubble, will burst. Nothing is permanent, only the Atma, self is eternal and immortal. That is God. I, self, God are all different names by which divinity is referred to. The Atma, that is referred to as I, is donning different names and forms. God has incarnated as Rama, Krishna, etc. Rama underwent several difficulties and demonstrated great ideals. Krishna demonstrated several leelas, sports, plays, and attracted several people. Finally, he left his mortal coil. The physical bodies of the avatars undergo change, but the divine Atma in their bodies remain the same. The Atma is omnipresent. However, in order to attain Atma Jnana, Atmic wisdom, your resolves have to be pure. You have to constantly contemplate upon the divine Atma. Your thoughts and actions may change, the methods of your japa, tapa, and yoga may change, but divinity will not undergo any change. That's why divinity has been described as nirgunam, nirjanam, sanatana, niktanam, nitya, shuddha, buddha, mukta, nirmala, Saurupinam, attributeless, pure, final, abode, eternal, unsullied, enlightened, free, and embodiment of sacredness. People pray, O God, grant me your divine darshan. Even if He grants you His divine vision, it is only momentary. It comes and goes like a flash. In fact, God is very much immanent in your own heart. He is hearing all your prayers. He is answering your prayers. Even when your physical body ceases to exist, the Atma remains. That Atma is eternal. It assumes different forms. We witness several objects in this universe, like the stars, the sun, the moon, etc. Though they appear to be static, even they undergo changes. Only divinity, which is the basis of all these, remains changeless and eternal. One should always maintain purity. In fact, this land of Bharata has earned great name and fame for purity and character. This land of Bharata has given birth to many noble women like Savitri, who brought her dead husband back to life, Chandramati, who extinguished wildfire with the power of truth, Sita, who proved her chastity by coming out of blazing fire unscathed, and Damayanti, who reduced an evil-minded hunter to ashes with the power of her chastity. The, this land of piety and nobility attained plenty and prosperity, became the teacher of all nations for the world because of such women of chastity. This is the translation of a Telugu poem. Good character is very essential not only for ladies but for gents too. If one has character, you can call them a man or a chaste woman. Today we find boys and girls moving very close and behaving as though they are husband and wife, but for how long? Only for a short period. Thereafter the situation changes. Once they are married, the boy will be somewhere and the girl will go somewhere else. However, there will be no change at all in their divine nature. It is customary to exchange diamond rings between a boy and girl when they marry. The diamond ring, which is an impermanent object, is symbolic of divinity, which is changeless and is available to people at times, all times. We should safeguard our character like a diamond. It is the custom of even overseas people to exchange diamond rings at the time of marriage. Thus, there is a meaning in every custom and tradition, not only in India but also in all countries. As I have already mentioned above, you see that this is my body. Here, that is na deham. Here, na refers to self in Telugu language, but in Sanskrit, na refers to no. Hence, it means I am not this body. Thus, there is a lot of meaning in every expression. God has thousands of heads, eyes, and feet. You have only one head, whereas God has thousands of heads. What does it mean? All heads in the entire creation are his. Likewise, it is not correct to say that Swami has seen 1,000 full moons, a Sahasra Chandra Darshan. I have seen not just 1,000 full moons, but crores and crores of full moons. As the Veda declares, moon is the presiding deity of mind. You each have a mind. I have been seeing all your minds. I have been seeing the minds of crores of people all over the world. Thus, it amounts to seeing not merely 1,000 moons, but crores and crores of moons. The body sang a song. It is the bond of love that unites us with you. A few minutes ago, you should ensure that this bond of love lasts forever. Outwardly, we may display several qualities, but the inner thoughts or values are only five. Satya, truth, dharma, righteousness, shanti, peace, prema, love, and ahimsa, non-violence. These are innate qualities not superimposed from outside, neither they can be purchased from any shop. They are very much ingrained in the core of our personality. Our duty is to manifest those qualities and reflect them in our daily life. That is educare. On the other hand, education refers to acquiring knowledge relating to the physical and secular world. Truth is eternal. It has to manifest from within. Same is the case with dharma. It is said, dharma moolam idam jagat. In fact, it is Satya Moolam Idam Jagat. Truth is righteousness. All other values are contained in and originate from truth. Love is another quality that is innate in human beings. It should be manifested and shared with one and all. Where there is love, there cannot be hatred. Love transforms itself into non-violence. A person is suffused with love, cannot indulge in any kind of violence. Where there is no love, people cause harm to one another. From truth emerges righteousness. When these two qualities go together, peace is the result. Peace manifests as calm and serene behavior. A person in that state says, I am peaceful. Several people, when asked about the purpose of their sadhana, reply, for attaining peace of mind. But where is the peace? There are only pieces in the outside world. A mother loves her child. She will not forsake her child under any circumstances, even when provoked to get angry. Love drives it away. If non-violence is to reign sup- supreme in the world, the quality of love must be cultivated by all. It is not enough if you love yourself. You should love your neighbors too. You must develop the feeling that everyone belongs to you and the same Atma resides as the indweller in all people. For example, there is only one moon in the sky. The same moon is reflected in 1,000 pots. You will see the moon reflected in each of the 1,000 pots separately. Can you therefore say there are 1,000 moons? No. Similarly, there are no suns separately in different countries like India, USA, and Japan. Only one sun illuminates the entire world. However, the time at which the sun rises in different parts of the world differs. Now it is 6 o'clock in the evening for us, whereas it is 6 o'clock in the morning in America. In Japan, it is 12 noon. On the basis of this difference in time, you cannot say that there is more than one sun in the sky. Only one sun illuminates the entire world. Similarly, only one God resides as the indweller in different people. Each one worships him in their own way, ascribing a particular name and form to divinity. Several people are trying to ascertain from me the birthplace of Lord Rama during the past several years, a number of people approached me and pleaded with me, Swami, please tell us where exactly Rama was born. I told them Rama was born in the womb of Mother Kaushalya. In fact, do you search for yourself in the outside world? No, your true nature is to be found in yourself only. You are your only. You are you only. Similarly, it is futile to search for God asking, where can I find God? God is omnipresent. With hands, feet, eyes, head, mouth, and ears pervading everything, He permeates the entire universe. Hence, there is no use asking where is God. Try to know about yourself in the first instance. Then you will know everything. Unfortunately, today people are trying to know about everything in the outside world without first knowing about themselves. No purpose will be served by such an exercise. Know thyself, then you will know everything. Remind yourself, I am the embodiment of divine Atma. The Atma is immanent in me. People often say, this is my, but who is that my? To whom does it refer? The feeling of my is Maya, illusion. However, people do not make any effort to understand this. Since you are in the, since you are an individual, you say my, but God is not confined to a particular name and form. He is the principle of I, which is all pervading. Several names and forms are ascribed to him, but he is one and only one. Ekam sat vipraha buddhaha dahanti. Truth is one, the wise say it is different ways. In different ways, the different expressions like I am God, I am Brahma, I am Vishnu, etc., refer to only one God. Unfortunately, today people are dividing the divine. You should treat divinity as one. Do not differentiate between people, saying this man is my brother, this person is my son-in-law, etc. All are brothers and sisters only. When you consider all people are your brothers and sisters, where is the feeling of difference between individuals? Spirituality teaches exactly this feeling of oneness among human beings. People say that they could realize God by doing japa, dhyana, and such other sadhanas, spiritual exercise. But when and where? How? They will not be able to see even the person standing right in front of them. When they close their eyes, how then can they see God in meditation? All these sadhanas are meant to control the mind. The mind is very unsteady. It is always affected by bumps and jumps. How can you control such an unsteady mind? It is not possible. The mind can be controlled in only one way, by constant contemplation on God. We often see people changing the names and forms of God for contemplation. Frequently, one day they contemplate on Rama, the next day on Krishna, and yet another day on Venkateswara, etc. Mind control is not possible by such contemplation. If you consider Rama as the God of your liking, then stick on to that name and form till your last breath. Then surely you will have the Sakshatkara vision of Rama. Great painters like Ravi Verma portrayed Rama in a particular form, but Rama and Krishna are not confined to such forms only. In fact, God has no particular form. He assumed a particular form at a particular time for the sake of devotees. Thereafter, even that form vanishes. Several pictures and paintings of God in a particular form are sold in the market. They are done by painters like Ravi Verma. Did Ravi Verma actually see Rama or Krishna? No. He only heard stories about Rama and Krishna and painted their forms based upon his imagination. These pictures and paintings only remind you about divinity. Neither Ravi Verma or any other person did actually see see God. You are God, verily. Do not think that God is somewhere in a distant place. You yourself are God. Develop that confidence. However, when you consider yourself as God, you must develop divine qualities. Then only, then only are you entitled to consider yourself as God, since no one had ever explained the nature of divinity in this manner. People have fallen into dogmatic theories. God is immanent in every human being, nay, all living beings. There is no place where God is not present. However, you see, God is present there. In fact, you need not come over here to see God. He is very much present in the place where you reside. Without realizing this truth, people are spending a lot of money and going on pilgrimages. That is not what you are expected to do. Develop the quality of love in you and share it with all. Then all people can become one. All are one. Be alike to everyone. No living being can ever live without love. Living is possible only with love. Hence, develop a loving nature. When you go home, close your eyes and contemplate upon God. You are sure to find Him in your own heart. When you open your eyes to the outside world, you see all the scenery. What do you think is the purpose for which you are endowed with eyes? It is only to see God. If you go to a doctor complaining about some problem in your body, they will take an X-ray of your heart, liver, kidney, etc. and decide about the particular malady from which you are suffering. So, spirituality is like the X-ray photo that will reveal your true nature. Install the form of God in your heart and contemplate on Him incessantly. Never change that form for any reason. You are sure to realize God. You need not search for Him elsewhere. If you wish to see Swami, install the form of Swami in the altar of your heart. You can surely visualize Swami there. If you develop a feeling of oneness with Him, everything will turn out to be good for you. This is what you have to realize today. Festival come and go, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, all roll on like that. Saturday lapses into Sunday, but God will never change. He is eternal. Realize this truth. Sairam. This video ends here. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you, dear. Thank you.